Welcome to the deep dive. Ever thought about how a single food, like fish, can tell you so much about culture, environmental changes, even deep nutrition?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It really is, and that's exactly what we're exploring today. We've got this really comprehensive guide here. It's from Thailand's nutrition division, and it's all about fish.
A deep study just on fish.
Exactly. So our mission today is to pull out the key insights, the cultural importance, the nutritional facts, the practical stuff, basically give you a shortcut to being really well informed on this staple.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's unpack the cultural roots first. The source makes it clear right away, fish isn't just food in Thailand. It's like deeply woven into history.
Part of the cultural fabric.
Yeah, almost heritage on a plate,
Yeah.
central to traditions, festivals, everything.
And what's compelling is that the guide doesn't just look back romantically. It connects that history to now.
How so?
Well, it acknowledges that, yes, fish is historically vital, but things have changed. Environmental factors.
Like climate change.
Overfishing.
Exactly. Stuff like that has really hit wild fish populations hard. And this has led to a pretty significant modern development.
Which is?
The huge rise of aquaculture, fish farming. It's become crucial in the region.
Ah, okay. So the guide reflects that reality. The fish people eat today.
Precisely. It's very grounded in the present day, how fish are sourced and eaten now.
That makes sense. It's interesting how that environmental pressure basically reshaped a key food source for them.
It really did.
So moving from that context, how does the guide tackle the science side, the nutrition? What makes fish such a powerhouse, according to this guide? I'm always curious about the specifics.
Right, and it definitely delivers on specifics. It
Yeah.
doesn't just say fish is good for you. It actually breaks down the components for different types of fish.
Like protein, fat.
Protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, the works. It highlights how, for instance, some local Thai species are packed with omega-3s, great for heart health.
While others might be really good sources of vitamin D or selenium, it shows that different fish offer, genuinely unique nutritional packages.
So it's not one-size-fits-all advice.
Not at all. It's tailored, showing the diversity within fish as a food group.
That detail,
Yeah.
especially on the micronutrients, that's really useful. It makes you think, okay, which fish should I choose for specific needs?
Exactly.
Did it offer any surprising nutritional facts, maybe busting some common myths? You mentioned cholesterol earlier and maybe iodine.
It absolutely does. And yeah, this is where you get some real aha moments. The guide has specific tables looking at cholesterol and iodine levels.
Okay, interesting. What do they show?
Well, for example, you might assume all saltwater fish are loaded with iodine, right?
Yeah, generally.
But the guide points out that some common freshwater fish in Thailand are actually not great iodine sources. It sort of challenges that broad assumption. And conversely, it might show that a really common, affordable freshwater fish has surprisingly low cholesterol.
So good for heart health. Maybe even better than people thought.
Potentially, yes. It gives you that specific data to counter general beliefs about, say, fish fat always meaning high cholesterol.
That's exactly the kind of granular insight that genuinely changes how you might shop or eat. Very practical. So we've got the culture, the nutritional deep dive. But a guide like this needs to be practical, right? Tell you what to actually do with the fish.
Definitely. And it really excels there. It's incredibly hands-on.
Like recipes or selection tips.
Both and more. It covers how to choose the freshest fish at the market.
Yeah.
What to look for.
Yeah, the basics.
Proper handling at home, different preparation methods. And yes, loads of recipes. Recipes for boiling, grilling, frying, all sorts of Thai cooking styles.
So it really bridges the gap from knowledge to the kitchen.
Absolutely. It's designed to be a complete resource from the water to your plate, basically. Safely and deliciously.
And safety. Yeah, you mentioned safety. That's huge with seafood.
Mhm.
How does the guide handle the potential risks, the dangers?
It's very direct about it, doesn't gloss over the risks.
Good.
It specifically warns about eating raw or undercooked fish. It highlights the real dangers of parasites and bacteria.
Right. Things like liver flukes or specific bacteria we hear about sometimes.
Exactly, those kinds of risks. It's a clear message. Fish is nutritious, yes, but you must handle it correctly and cook it properly to avoid, frankly, serious health problems.
It's a crucial reminder. Knowledge is power,
Yeah.
especially with food safety. It's not just about taste, is it?
Not at all. Safety first.
Okay, so pulling this all together, the deep cultural roots, the detailed nutrition science, the really practical advice, and these vital safety warnings. What's the big takeaway here from looking so closely at this one guide about fish?
Well, it's incredibly comprehensive, as you said.
Yeah.
But I think what's really thought-provoking, maybe the final thought for you listening, is how a guide like this, focused on one food in one place, fish in Thailand, actually holds universal lessons.
Universal. How so?
It shows how understanding a single food source so deeply, its past, its science, how to use it safely, can illuminate broader ideas about diet, health, sustainability, principles that apply everywhere.
Ah, so looking micro tells you something macro.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other stories, what hidden depths are waiting in the everyday foods we might just take for granted?